Hello everyone, I'm Gridstone with another tutorial for you here today, and this one is about how to make a furnace easier to use. It's a set it and forget it furnace. I might come up with a better name for the tutorial, but that's what I'm calling it right now. What you can do with this great circuit here is you can put in any number of items into this box. A hopper below grabs those items and puts them into the furnace, as you can just see down here, and it automatically puts anything that comes out of the furnace, such as cobblestone or food, it puts it into this box here. I already got the stone. In another couple seconds I'll be having some more things in there. Any logs, like solid logs that you put in there, it will turn them into charcoal and automatically feed them back into the furnace so that it will be using it as fuel, so that you'll never have to worry about filling it with coal. All you have to do is put wood inside this chest and it will refuel the furnace. There are a number of stages in this build, but you don't have to include all of them. But here is how to make a set it and forget it furnace. To start off with, you're going to need to know where you want your furnace, obviously. What I've put here, I've made it on this platform. I have made it up in the air because you need 5 or 6 spaces underneath. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's 6 spaces, yeah. And so to begin with, figure out where you want your furnace to be. Make a hole there and there, so the in and out. And right here is where the indicator, the low fuel indicator, is going to be. Right? That is an optional feature on there. So put one hole there and skip and one hole right there. Now, down below, if you're building this underground, you're going to need to hollow out a good space here just to be able to work. But put down, just trying to build here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 blocks down, put 4 blocks horizontally that way. So you have it's going one further than your hole here. Let's see. Get up in here. This is where you want to start building. So take a dropper and put 3 droppers rather, and put them up like that. So 3 pointing up. Next, take 2 hoppers and point them that way. So you have them feeding into this, what's going to be the elevator. The most important part, the furnace, put on top of this hopper here, and then of course put another hopper on top of it. Okay, so then we're going to be putting our 2 crates on top of there. Whoops. In fact, I will do that right now. We will grab a chest, one there, one there. So anything you feed into here is going to go directly into the furnace. All right. So next, what we're going to do is going to build the rest of this elevator here. Need a comparator. Goes right there. A block right there, and you don't actually need one right there. 4, 1 here. Sorry, no, 1 there, and 1 here. Okay, so you got your comparator. I'm going to put a torch there, a torch there, and there. That's where you need your torches. You need 1 repeater right there, and I believe it shouldn't really matter how many ticks you have on it. And it's getting dark again. And some redstone. And our elevator is in place, just like that. Anything that you put inside this dropper right there automatically gets put up into this chest. Okay, because our elevator is working for us there. So anything that is finished in the furnace, anything that is in here, gets pulled out by this hopper, pushed into here, and delivered straight up. Just like that. Right, the next part that we're going to be building here is the filter that anytime that you put wood in this box, it will turn it into charcoal. Well, we don't want it going up into there necessarily. What we want it to do is feed back into the furnace. So we start with some hoppers, 2 hoppers back here. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, we need 3 droppers, all pointing up. Whoops. All of them pointing up into this hopper. Basically what we're doing is we're just building another elevator here, okay? And the reason why I'm placing it there first is so that I know where everything else needs to go. So 2 hoppers pointing that way into the elevator. And this is going to be the filter itself. 2 ticks. Redstone on top. Comparator. If you haven't seen the tutorial on how to make this filter, I suggest you check it out. 1 more hopper. I always face it in that way. Okay. And then, of course, we have to put charcoal into there. Materials. Charcoal, and we'll just grab a whole stack of it right there. And remember, in order for this to work, we need 22. There it is. Alright, so our filter is effective there. Any charcoal that gets put into here automatically goes down and gets fed back. Well, we will get fed back into the furnace once we get this elevator working properly. And it's just the same as the other side. Just I'm building this one in reverse. Go. There it is. There's our elevator. It's not working. Oh, sorry. 1 more torch. There it is. Way too fast. That's why we needed a delay on there. Okay, so anything that is in there. Well, something's not working. There it goes. It's waiting for... It's just refreshing. There we go. Okay, so that charcoal that we had put in there, here I'll just demonstrate and say charcoal comes out, goes down, the filter takes care of it, and our elevator is putting it back up into the furnace. And the cool thing about this is even once the furnace is full, you have this hopper and this hopper to fill up before you have too much, and then it gets stuck in here. But it's really no big deal. I think that is the last part of this. Yeah. Now, the one optional thing that you might want to put on here is an indicator that shows when this hopper is empty. Therefore, it means you only have at most 64 charcoal left. Okay, and in order to do that, we simply need a comparator right here to check the contents of this hopper. Block there, redstone torch, and redstone lamp. There we go. So what that lamp is indicating is that there is not a full load in the furnace, or at least not plus 1 anyway. So what we do there is get a stack of wood or 2, and it doesn't matter which kind. You can put it all in there just like that. So you can see the hopper is pulling it out of this chest, going down into the furnace. Come on. And it's getting dark out. And it does fill it all the way. Of whatever kind of item you have in here, you know, it takes from the hopper whichever kind of item is already in here. Once there are none left, then it will take a new type of item. So a word of warning here is that when you put certain items in here, such as cobblestone and food and all of that, it's pretty much going to go in the order that you placed it in here. It's going to do all of that. Now, let's say if you have cobblestone in first, and then you put in some food, and then more cobblestone, it's only going to take the cobblestone until it's all done. All right? So what you can see here is momentarily, you can't even see it. Momentarily there is charcoal in there, and it automatically gets sucked down, put up through the elevator, and put back into the furnace. So as one completes, you can see that it goes in there. So once that is all full, The extra stuff will be in this hopper. The comparator will turn on, and the light will turn off. And that's it. That is your, as automatic as it can be, set and forget furnace that you can put lots of stuff into. Oops, that won't help. Oh yeah, one thing, a word of caution here, don't put in anything in here that cannot be smelted by the furnace. What I like to have in front of here is just a trapdoor, like so. Just in case your furnace does get stalled, you can have easy access to it. You can see what's in there, take out whatever the troubling stuff is. You can even look in this hopper to see if you accidentally put something in there. And just keep it closed up. You can kind of see through it, but or you can just put a block there if you like the really, really pretty look. So far we haven't put anything in there that, oh yeah, here's a thing that you can do, is to expedite something. Let's say you are starving and you have some chickens that you absolutely must get in there. There we go. So now we've got chickens in there instead. You can just throw everything else back up in here or put it in the hopper. Once it's done your chickens, then it will automatically resume whatever was in the hopper and in the box. So now that we've got some chickens in there, we can go and see that in just a second here, it should pop them up into, come on. While I was recording this, there was some sort of glitch here that had taken this redstone torch away. Not sure what had happened there, but the chickens weren't appearing in the box, but now they are. Once I got that figured out. I'm not sure why that happened. What it was is I was an idiot and I didn't put the torch there to begin with. But make sure you have torches on either side of there to make sure that this elevator is pulsing properly. Okay, so now that we're back on track here, our wood is being turned into charcoal again. It is feeding the furnace. We're getting there, and so we've got our wood back in there, and our chickens are cooked. And really, you can take any number, as I showed in the beginning, take any number of things there and fill up the box. Just if time isn't of the essence, if you don't absolutely need to do anything, it's always best to have another furnace beside there for doing something in emergencies. But this is something where you can put in, a full chest full of cobblestone to turn back into stone, and it will do it all for you. And put it in this box. You might want to make this a double chest, in fact. Usually you wouldn't need to in this case, but for the out, you might want another chest there, just to allow for more stuff to be in there without having to take care of it. I think that was all that I had to mention here. This has been an extremely useful tool for me when I don't really care much about the experience, because when you take stuff out of the furnace, you usually get experience points. In this case, you do not, so you will be losing out on that. But if you're doing this, you probably have a mob farm anyway where you're getting all the experience points you need anyway, and so you won't need to worry about it that much. If you've already been mining that much and you're building something that grand that you need that much stone for in survival mode. Good times. This is the automatic furnace. I am Gridstone. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later for another tutorial.